Hi everyone, welcome to MindUP Booster Lesson B. My name is Rachel and I am a Beach Cities Health District representative. I'm excited to teach you this lesson today on mindful listening. So let's do a quick check just to make sure that everyone has what they need for this lesson. The first thing that you will need is this worksheet that says mindful listening at the top. And the other thing that you will need is just something to write with. So if you don't have those yet, go ahead and pause the video and I'll be here when you get back. Okay, so we'll do a quick review of what mindfulness is. Mindfulness is paying attention to the present moment, which means that we are aware of what's going on inside of our minds and our bodies, as well as what's going on outside of us. So one way that we can be mindful of what's happening around us and outside of us is through mindful listening. Let's think about why it would be important to listen mindfully and what mindful listening can help us with. One thing that it can help us with is our focus. So whether we're watching a video like this one, or we're in class or listening to friends or family members, mindful listening can really help us focus on what's happening. Another thing it helps us with is our memory. So through mindful listening activities like the one we'll do today, we're able to build our memory and strengthen it. Another reason why mindful listening is helpful is for safety. We need to be paying attention to what's going on around us so that we can be safe in our lives. And the last reason that we'll talk about is following directions. So if someone's giving you directions for an activity or for a lesson, it can be really beneficial to be listening mindfully. All right, so we're going to start with a mindful breathing activity to help get us centered and focused for this lesson. So what this mindful breathing activity is, it's called anchor breath. And when we find our anchor breath, it can help center our minds and our bodies when maybe we're overwhelmed or have a lot of thoughts going on. So I'll invite you to sit in your mindful bodies. And you can have your hands on your lap or on your knees. And I just invite you to sit up nice and tall so we're alert. And you can have your eyes open or softly gazing down. And I invite you to just notice your body sitting on the floor or chair. You can feel your hands on your lap. Feel your shoulders begin to relax. And start to bring your attention to your breath. Just notice your inhale and your exhale. And I invite you to place one hand on your chest and one hand on your stomach. And we're going to find our anchor, which means we're going to notice where in our body our breath is moving. So notice if you feel your chest rising and falling as you inhale and exhale, or maybe you feel your stomach expanding and contracting as you breathe. Wherever your breath is moving today is totally fine. We're just simply noticing it. So just feel your breath for a few more moments. Noticing where it's moving. And then I invite you to take one big deep breath and let it out. And then you can wiggle your fingers and your toes, and blink your eyes open and come back to the space around you. Okay, so hopefully you feel centered and maybe a little bit more calm. And this is something that you can do anytime that you need a break in your day, or you can start your morning with it. So now that we're feeling ready, we are going to do a mindful listening activity. And what you'll need is your worksheet. And I have an app I'm going to use on my phone to play a few sounds. So I'll review what the sounds are. We have campfire, sea waves, thunderstorm, and river stream. And some of the sounds can be a little bit similar. So I'm going to ask you to put your listening ears on and really focus on listening to the sounds. So let's get into our mindful bodies again. And if you'd like to close your eyes, you can, or you can just simply watch the video or gaze down at the ground. So I'm going to get our first sound ready. So make sure you have your worksheet and something to write with. Okay, so listening closely, here is our first sound. Can you tell what it is? Okay, so go ahead and record and find a sound on your worksheet, and then you can put a number 1 by whichever one you thought it was. All right, I will get the next sound ready. Okay, here is your next sound. Okay, go ahead and record that one. And here is your third sound. So the sound that you just heard, put a number 2 by that one. Okay, here is your third sound. Okay, go ahead and put a number 3 by whatever you thought that sound was. And our last sound, I'll go ahead and set it up. Okay, here's your last sound. Okay, so go ahead and put a number 4 by the last sound, and you can go ahead and pause the video and finish up, and then I'll be here when you get back to review them. All right, so the first sound that I played was the campfire. All right, so some of them sound similar, maybe some of the sounds are a little bit more obvious. The second one that I played were the sea waves, or ocean waves, which might be familiar to you all. The third one was the river stream. And the fourth one was the thunderstorm. How did you guys all do? Hopefully you had fun with that mindful listening activity. I used the app Noisio, so if you want to try this with your family or friends, you can download that app and try it out. You can also practice mindful listening by simply sitting in a room or outside and closing your eyes and trying to notice all of the sounds around you. And you can record them or share them with a family member. So I hope that you enjoyed this lesson on mindful listening, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you for watching.